and good morning. So that's what the awakening might look like if you are full of anxiety upon awakening. To me, the anxiety upon awakening came about when I was expecting some sort of calls from my family about various cancer situations with my father. Naturally, I got this feeling that every time I wake up, something bad's gonna happen, and I'm anxious because of this. And because of this, I got this proverbial situation of wanting to stay in bed indefinitely just to avoid facing the day. You either accept defeat, so to speak, accept the situation, and you are always anxious upon awakening, and maybe you sleep in and you wake up later than planned, which also kind of like ruins your day a little bit. Or the other option in my brain was to do something productive upon awakening, to just shake away this anxiety. I am going to wake up and do some vital routines. Honestly, I think I don't work a day in my life because I love what I do, and this is a very blessed situation. The necessary physique check upon awakening. Not so much fat, which is great. The energy levels are good right now because I slept for right about 7 hours and 30 minutes. I'm very grateful for this.
Взлетаю вверх, как Jurij Гагарин. Врубаю свет, меняю на дальний. Не знаю, что в финале.
A cold shower gives me a boost of whatever it's supposed to boost, and I feel more awake and ready for action. I just took a massive shower. You see, now I can make jokes. It's very energizing to take a cold shower. Give it a try. Swiss toothbrushes, Huda products, are very nice, I like. I feel pretty energetic, I feel quite brisk in my body because of the reduction of various bad things this week. This reduction was not extreme, it was not 100% down, but it was a substantial number of percentage points down, which does bring me sense of tremendous progression.
Die Morgenluft riecht nach Scheiße und Gras. Ein letztes Sternburg, den Rest kann ja keiner bezahlen. Fuck, kein Bulle hat mehr Bock, noch Streife zu fahren. Und von den Dealern an der Bar.
Now we are refreshed and ready to train the bag class of kickboxing and a class of jiu-jitsu. Let there be morning light. Guten Morgen. Hydration time. It is typically a glass of water, which equates to roughly 250 ml. Great success. Smells amazing. Something to be grateful for again. You see, you can be grateful for so many small things. You just need to notice them, which means you need to be present at the moment. African. So cute. Such a cute dog.
Jeden Morgen wach ich auf und seh nur nen Haufen Scheiße. Deutsche Rapper wollen Erfolg und bücken sich für die Seife. Geh zur Seite, hör nur Musik aus meinen Kreisen. Laber weiter, man umzieht deine Leiche mit weißer Kreide. Mr. G's liefert Beats und du Fucker bist bedient, denn die Beats knallen mies wie der Schien.
Beautiful natural light. It is now time to enjoy the morning coffee and read the book. Cheers to that. The book, my friends, is this one. It's quite an eye-opener. It also brings you some anxiety about the future generations of people who are kind of like currently teens and are called generation iGen, because they're always on the phone and basically along many metrics that screws them up bigly. A little bit of history lesson. Cortez, when he was 19, discovered the island of Puerto Rico. That's pretty amazing. Now, when I was 19, I remember I took some sort of difficult exam at the university. I didn't discover Puerto Rico at the time. Imagine that you are like super underdeveloped on the phone all the time, and then you are trying to be an adult. Oh boy, that's going to be difficult. That's just basically the gist of this book to the extent I have read it. Thanks, Gene. Wow, so insightful. I read about 10 pages every day. Gratitude journaling. Just write down a number of things, maybe like 3 things, which you are grateful for. It could be as simple as cold shower, coffee, and hydration with water. That's it. You name it. And it makes you feel instantly boosted with this energy that comes from the sense of gratitude. Then you can spread it all over the world and help the world. You can help others with their issues, to some extent at least.
Ich lieb meine Hut, sie liebt mich nicht zurück und mein Kreis noch bei mir, der Rest ist Gerücht. Nein, ich hatte kein Pech, nein, ich hatte kein Glück. Vielleicht werde ich reich, vielleicht werde ich verrückt. Jede Nacht kann ich schlafen, muss.
The training gear is prepared, and now it is time to finish the coffee and train. Overall, this simple routine took me about an hour with recording and everything, and I did not even check the phone at all. And imagine what happens if the first thing that you do is checking your freaking phone in the morning. Shut up. If there is no emergency and then you are just checking the phone honestly to scroll on Instagram, then you are digging your trouble you are brewing. The choice is yours. 2 training sessions are complete, pretty vibrant. 1 back class for kickboxing, 1 Jiu-Jitsu session. 2 sessions are complete, and it is right now 11:54 a.m. Eastern Time. I've been behaving like a good boy compared with some people, or my version, actually an alternative version of myself that can go ahead and sleep in on Saturday until 12 p.m. after, let's say, going to the club or bar of some sort. So suboptimal versus more salubrious behavior. Again, the choice, what to pick, is yours. Funny story of the day. I was brushing my teeth today, and specifically I was cleaning my tongue, and I kind of choked and gagged, funny, on the tongue cleaner, and it was such a sudden movement, contraction inside of me, that I pulled my back muscles. However, I also pulled my mental toughness. I recruited it, and I trained the kickboxing back class, and I trained the jiu-jitsu, where I applied a lot of wrestling moves. If I manage to do that, maybe it's gonna be a good example for you to pull yourself by your bootstraps, and even if you're slightly injured, you can still go ahead and do your things. Maybe not as tough as what I do, but at the same time you can do something such as kind of, I don't know, maybe writing in your gratitude journal whilst you are not feeling so good. There is something special in overcoming things and confronting fears, as cheesy as it sounds. Do you want to be a coward and suboptimal and needy person, whatever the negative feelings you are riddled with? Or do you want to be a little hammer of some sort that smashes through obstacles